Hello, my name is Clive Johnson, and at the time of this recording, I'm in the final weeks of my seminary training with the One Spirit Interfaith Foundation. I wanted to share a few thoughts and reflections on the past 2 years, which have been quite a remarkable period, both in terms of what I've gained from the training, but also how I've developed as a person, and have encountered quite a few interesting experiences and challenges along the way. I can safely say that it has been one of the most remarkable training programs that I've ever been on, and certainly in terms of my own personal development and, as you would expect, equipping me for ministry. I originally started the program with a view to explore in a little more detail than I had up until that point some of the thought patterns and spiritual practices of different faith traditions. And certainly the program provided that opportunity, especially during the first year. Virtually every weekend we had a wonderful guest speaker who was very knowledgeable in their own particular field. We were introduced to different practices and also had good opportunities to go to synagogues, mosques, temples, churches, and the like. Focus in the second year has been more on preparing for ministry, particularly looking at creating and performing ceremony and what's described as spiritual counseling, giving support to individuals in creating a sacred space, if you like, in which the divine can give guidance. The ceremonies in particular have focused on major life transitions or rites of passage, and actually that has given good opportunity for me to reflect on my own transitions, or in some cases lack of preparation and support through those transitions that I've already been through in my own life, as well as to reflect on experiences that others have had as well. So that's what's described as the external curriculum. But there's another part of the course which in many ways has been more rewarding for me, what's known as the internal curriculum. The work that goes on unseen in terms of personal development, change, reflection, insight, and so on. And I really couldn't have anticipated just how much has come out of this period. I've certainly faced a number of challenges. They included a minor health scare, having to move from my home, and indeed moving from the UK to France, which I hadn't anticipated earlier on. But each of these has presented wonderful opportunities, and I've learned and grown as a result. But there have been many areas in which I've been forced to reflect on my own self-image, my own shadow projection on others, my thoughts about the divine feminine and sacred masculine, indeed my own faith, and coming to terms with how I can relate to the divine in many different ways to those that I was brought up with. There's a very long list in terms of the changes that have happened, which have taken me to deeper levels of consciousness and getting more in touch with my own heart, which is something that I was very poorly out of touch with before. So to sum all of this up, knowing what I know now, would I do the course again had I the opportunity? I think the answer is a very strong yes, without hesitation. It's been a remarkable learning experience, period of growth, and of course I've met lots of wonderful people along the way, many of whom have become very good friends and will continue to be so. So I would heartily recommend seriously considering this program if you have any inclination towards ministry or an interest in personal development and learning about other faith traditions.